Hey guys, and welcome to another Kristile podcast. I'm very excited that I have posted my very first podcast. If you haven't listened to it, just go check it out. It's horrible and I suck. This is basically what I was talking about in my first podcast. And as I was listening and as I was editing it, I was like, man, this is horrible. I just cannot post it. But then I thought again and I decided to post it. I decided to post it for every single one of you who is struggling, who is out there and who is trying to improve or who is trying to learn something. And you're not doing that because you do something and you just suck, right? And it just doesn't look good. And then you just say, well, maybe if I get better, then I can post it and this day will never come because you will never be satisfied, right? And I believe if I try hard enough, if I do enough podcasts, I will get better. And I'm really sorry that you didn't hear my very first podcast because it was so bad that I was so ashamed to even put it out there. And of course, I was trying to edit everything. Like I was trying to improve it, but it was just a mess, right? It was just, something that I wouldn't post in a million of years. And then I did it again, kind of. I did like 50 podcasts just to prove myself that none of this is actually good and maybe I should stop, right? Maybe I shouldn't post any of that. In fact, it's funny because nobody's listening, right? If you are just in the beginning, then nobody's listening, nobody knows who you are, and nobody knows that you suck, right? And so why are we so afraid? And this brings me to another point. And this point is that I have created resistance. If I always do this, if I always try to replace my podcast with something better, then I will never get it done. I will never make any podcast, any video. I will never post any video. I will never post any photo. I will never do anything. And it goes even deeper because if you think about it, resistance is all around us. When you are about to go to the gym and you just don't feel like it, but it's not because it is so hard to actually work out. Actually, it's not easy, but if you think about the obstacles that you have to face before going to the gym, so you have to prepare yourself, you have to put on the shoes, you have to dress yourself, you have to go to the gym, and then you have to deal with the receptionist, and you have to put your stuff into the locker, and then you can finally work out, right? It takes so much time and so much effort. And if you think about it, you don't want to do that, right? And so what I have discovered where it's best for me is when I try to kind of eliminate this resistance in things that do matter. In this example, I will use my podcast. I have decided that I will not edit any of that. If there's something that is out of place and if there's something that I say wrong, then I will just let it be. All right. So if I make mistake, whatever, who cares, right? And if I know this, I know that I will have actually less time editing my podcast. And if I spend less time, I am more likely to actually do a podcast every day or every week. I have no idea how often should I make podcasts. Well, let's see about that. But by removing this resistance that is keeping me actually doing nothing, I can make podcasts like every day and then I can just put it out there. I have already made a template so I can just put it out there, make like the little tweakings with my audio, and then I will be done. I will just export it, wait for it, and upload to the SoundCloud or to the YouTube. And that's it. And so now I just feel like doing podcasts every single day because there is no resistance and I can just randomly talk about anything I want. I know these videos or these podcasts don't have structure yet, and it's just thoughts that I came up with. But I promise that I will try to improve. I was listening to the very first one, and I hope that you understand what I was trying to say to you. The resistance works the other way around as well. So there are things when is something is actually not good for you. For example, you are playing way too much with your phone. At least I know I am. And you can use the resistance to your advantage. Now let me explain. So let's say, for example, that you are like addicted on Instagram. So what you need to do is if you delete the app and every single time when you want to check out your Instagram, you need to download the app and then you need to log in with your account, then yes, it will be much harder for you to actually do that. And then maybe it works with me, right? This is why I know I am like, okay, so I don't think that I really need to check my Instagram because I just don't want to lock myself in. I don't want to do that, and so I won't. Also, I'm kind of addicted to chocolate or something sweet. And every single time I got this craving to eat chocolate, well, guess what? I don't have any chocolate at home. And what this means is that I would have to like dress myself and I would have to go downstairs to the store and buy some chocolate, then go back home and then eat it. And you know what? I am so lazy and I will not do that. I don't want to go down there and I don't want to do that just for the chocolate. And then I know that I didn't really want it to eat chocolate in the first place. I was just craving the chocolate, and if it will be there, if it will be convenient, then I will do it. But as soon as it gets a little harder, I am not doing that. This is exactly how every atom works in the universe. Like the molecules, if you know something about chemistry, then you know that the atoms are, you see, now I don't know the word. They are so structured in the molecule so that they will have the lowest possible energy. And this is exactly what we are doing as humans, right? We are doing the same thing, and we should stop talking about ourselves as lazy human beings because we are not. We are wired like this. We try to do things that are actually the lowest energy, where the lowest energy is necessary. Okay? And so maybe if you can try to use it to your advantage, your life will actually get better and you will start doing like the good things. But at the same time, I need to say that I'm not perfect, and I think nobody is. And it is okay to break the rules from time to time. I just for example, do nothing and just watch TV and just scroll through the Instagram and do all these guilty pleasures. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope you are having a great day and see you in the next podcast.